Hey guys, Fit Fisherman here. Out here in the Krypton Lures tackle shop today, doing a little tackle prep on some rods, getting ready to go do a little fishing. You see I got a stack of rods here behind me, and all my tackle spread out in front and everything going on out here in the shop. But anyhow, I thought I'd give you a little video on one of the ways that I tie braid to fluorocarbon, one of the knots that I use. I know a lot of people are really hung up on the FG knot right now, and nothing wrong with that knot. It's a great knot. It can be hard to tie. It is a great knot though. The knot that I tie is not an FG. I'll show you what I do. This is take my braid and fluorocarbon or mono. I hope this shows up on the camera. But I use this knot simply because it's a little faster for me, and I've never had any trouble with it. And regardless if I'm sitting out in the boat and I have to retie a leader or whatever it is, if the wind's blowing or whatever, it's pretty fast, and I don't have to worry about the wind and having 17 different hands holding on to things. So this is the one I use. Really simple. All right, braid, and hopefully you can see this. I got some extra light going on so you can see the glare. I take my fluorocarbon on my braid, kind of fold it over, so I've got two pieces. Just pull off whatever that is, 6, 8, 10 inches, and wrap it around my pinky. I'm not trying to stretch this line or anything. I'm just holding on to it, and I'm creating just a small loop there. And what I'll do is I'll take my braid, go through that loop, and when I go through, pull off about this much, right? So what I'm wanting to do is hold the knot, or the loop, I'm sorry, with between these two fingers. Don't pull this loop too tight, and simply go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to hold on to this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pinch this right there, right? I've still got that loop that I created, and the thing that you need to pay attention to is as you're wrapping it around those 7 times going up, kind of make sure that you're spreading that out about the same distance. I've got a small piece of tag in here. I want a little bit more, so I'm just going to pull a little bit more out of there, okay? See how that worked? I've still got my loop down here on the end, nothing untied. Everything is still the same. I've still got 7 rotations because that line is still going through the same way. And then I can let go with my pinky if I need to, that's fine. Because now I'm pinching it here, right? I'm pinching here. So now I'm just going to go back the other way 7 times. So 1, 2, oop, I lost it. I don't have my glasses on. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'm trying to do this kind of slow to make sure everybody can see this really well. So the thing that I did here is to make sure that as I went up, the wraps were about the same spacing apart, and as we went back down, the wraps were about the same spacing apart. And remember, we went through that loop that we created on the monofilament or the fluorocarbon here. We went through this way. So as I wrapped around going back the other way, I'm going to run that braid back through the opposite direction, right? So I went through one side, and I'm coming back out the other way. That way it lays nice and really, really flat while it's on your spool. Now I grab these two, and I grab these two. A little bit of wet, and I just ease that down. Okay, and once I get that down, I can let that tag in hang, and I'll let this tag in hang. And this is where it's real important, because what we're going to do is we're going to pull this really tight. And what you're doing is you're trying to, just like the FG knot, you're getting this braid to dig into your leader line, whether that's mono or fluoro. So grab these two, and remember, whatever pound this is, right? If this is 12 pound or 10 pound, if you put 20 pounds of strength on there, you're damaging that. So you just pull that real snug and get that to dig in, okay? And you saw how that kind of flipped over maybe? Well, when that done that, all those wraps that you made just kind of come together. That is a really, really small knot, okay? I don't have anything extra on there, but that's really, really small, and that'll go through your guides really well. And if it has to get into your reel, then it'll lay nice and flat on that reel. It's not big or lumpy or anything else, okay? That's a knot that I use, and then obviously you get your really, really good pair of scissors or whatever it is, and cut your tag ends off real close there. There's my braid. I get that mono there and cut that really, really close. And then hopefully you can see that on there. That is a really, really small knot, no tag ends hanging out. You cut that fluorocarbon tag in, cut it really close, because you remember that's the second half that comes back out. So you went down and then back the other way. So you can cut that really, really close and make sure there's no tag there that hangs up on the line as it's in your spool or whatever. So little knot that I use, it's really simple, whether it's in the wind or whatever it is. And once or twice practicing and tying that knot, and that knot will work out really, really well for you. Hope you like that. I hope it helps. I hope it'll help you catch more fish. Or you can take your braid and tie it onto your, oh, sorry, hit the camera. And tie that onto your leader line. And hit that like button down there and help me out, guys. Again, I'm the Fit Fisherman out here in the Krypton Lure shop. Y'all visit them, Krypton Lures. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, send me a comment and let me know. Thanks again. Bye.